Okay, so in this one, we're going to be writing a very, very thin line. Admittedly, neither side really deserves respect, but I always try to be a little cautious and careful with doing accusations or imputing labels to people. So Marilyn has done this very long, weird skit. Really, it's not a real investigation into dolphins and Michael. Yeah, it sounds that ridiculous, but basically, it's an online critic of Aaron Smith-Levin. She doesn't like that very much, so we're going to talk about dolphins and fake experts talking about dolphins. Okay? Not joking with you, she actually committed herself to this comedic skit, which even her own followers are kind of like, yeah, whatever. We're not really doing anything. So before, Marilyn was obsessed with Tommy Scoville and was putting out videos saying very confidently she can say whatever she pleases about Tommy Scoville. But now magically she's not talking about Tommy Scoville. Hmm. So methinks she did get some real legal lawyerings, and the lawyers were like, you need to just shut up. You've already put yourself in a really big hole with Scoville. And like it or not, he's on his side bragging that he has all the transcripts and all the videos he needs to make Marilyn pay up. So, yeah, she's in a bit of a vice grip, but we'll see if the lawsuit really happens. But at this point, I don't see how it's not going to happen. And I just want to fact correct people. People are like doing these weird conspiracy readings on the neo-Nazi channel that, oh, how are you going able to sue in Ecuador? He not, how did that work? Well, apparently he's still a citizen, right? You can be a citizen in a foreign country and engage in a lawsuit. That is not unheard of. That is not extraordinary. There's nothing weird about that. You may not like him. I don't like him. You may think he's a liar. I think he's a liar, etc., etc., etc. He's a shifty grifter and all that. But yeah, having a lawsuit while being a citizen in a foreign country is not extraordinary. It's nothing weird or out of the ordinary of doing that. So I don't know, but the Nazi people don't exactly have real serious law degrees, so maybe their advice is not really worth taking seriously. I don't know, just consider. But what about Scoville himself? Well, I'm a little puzzled because it seems he's pursuing two contradictory agendas. So on the one hand, he is filleting Maryland and the haters pushing some weird pseudo-Buddhism about it's all about love and the love boat. And I'm having a hard time tracking what exactly the boat is. It used to be the Life Lifeboat, then it became expat Tommy Scoville. Now it's Love Boat Lifeboat again. I don't know. I really don't care. I'm just here to try to deliver the news as best I can do. So there's this accusation with the shorts that Scoville is using AI assistance. If he is, I really can't detect it. I'm looking at some of the shorts where he's basically just little excerpts from his longer videos. I don't know. They do seem authentic. I mean, granted, maybe it's his unusual head and the way he bobs and moves it that it looks like a computer, but I'm not sensing any AI assistant at work here. And if there was AI assistance, it's not paying off. I mean, these shorts are not gaining that many views. And again, granted, he's lost a lot of subscribers. I've tracked this. So he used to be at a peak. Again, I want to be careful. I think it was like 28,000 or nearing 28,000. So he was nearly at 30,000 subscribers. Now he's well below 25,000 subscribers. And there's some good news there that he's losing a lot of support. Nevertheless, some of his recent anti-Maryland videos, got to be honest, have tracked very well. They've gotten a lot of reception that's been very positive from, quote, his fan base. And he's getting a lot of likes and comments where months ago, it was basically a desert. He wasn't getting views. He wasn't getting comments. People were very, very confused and not clear whether to support him or not. And again, I've done all the warnings I can on Tommy Scoville. If you still want to support the man, that is your choice. I just think there's way too many alarming questions for my money, but that's me. You spend the money how you please, and that's your business. So anyway, what is going on with the shorts themselves? Well, again, it was a little weird because he did a lot with P. Diddy and some other celebrities. Those tracked fairly well, but now he's trying to get back into talking about him and his family. I mean, some of them get like 100 views or so on and so forth, and he's just like exploded them. I mean, I just noticed this one, the channel was declining. He put out shorts always. I want to be very careful there. He always put out some shorts, but they were like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's like dozens and dozens of shorts. So he clearly is trying to get as many views as possible and trying to get every single dime from every click. Listen, I've been there. I've not gone crazy with the shorts, but I may start doing that. If it works, it works. But that said, I'm a little puzzled as to, well, how's this going to help with the Maryland case? I mean, for instance, this latest short is about how he got a word of advice from his grandmother. I don't care. So anyway, the grandmother's like, well, whatever fight you get into, he's talking about apparently being married, right? I assume for the first time, although, he's got a weird record there too. So anyway, he got married, and the grandmother's like, okay, whatever fight you get into, make sure it's a fight between you and her, because the family doesn't like this person. So don't make it a family fight. It's her and the family. Keep them separated. Alrighty then. Sage advice or not? I'm like, all right. And it barely got any views. So, yeah, that's a bit of a puzzle. So, on the one hand, the strategy is to clean up his act and blame everything on Marilyn. And I want to be fair there. There is a lot where Marilyn does need to take a lot of blame. She was putting out a lot of false panic videos being helped by the neo Nazis. I'm not joking with you. That's literally what happened. Okay, so some of that is true. Some of this is true. Marilyn does need to take more responsibility. But he's basically trying to dodge the main question, whether he and Reese are getting back together, not even romantically, whether they're going to cooperate in the new grift. Right? That's what people are really curious about, if Reese is going to be more active promoting him, and he is going to be more active promoting her, because for a while he's like, I am never, ever talking about Reese again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I will never even say her name. I'm not talking about Reese. And now, like, Reese is in the chat and even modding for the channel. Although Scoville claims the modding thing was an accident. Okay? Do I believe him? Not really. So it's very strange that months ago, the strategy was deny Reese even exists. Like, Reese does not exist. Only happy, elusive comments to Reese, but not really going to talk about her. Now we do talk about Reese. We talk about the family. We talk about the brother. Okay, we blame everything on Marilyn. But is it really helping the channel? No, the channel's still losing support. So, I don't know. And again, good or bad, like just a few weeks ago, it seemed the strategy was working when Reese was keeping her distance. But now that Reese is back, the channel's a little bit all over the place, which seems counterintuitive because, good or bad, Reese is popular with her audience. So you would think he'd benefit from having a YouTuber support him, but that's the sheer bizarreness of this case. I don't think Reese coming back is helping him at all. It's creating more problems. And it's getting even more silly because what's up with Nora is becoming more active in the Reese chat. So even though Nora on her channel says, yeah, Scoville, I didn't realize, oh, the conning, oh my. Well, you're getting closer to Reese, who's getting closer to Scoville. Even though Nora allegedly has a zero tolerance policy with criminals. Aaron's a criminal, Mike Render's a criminal. Everyone's a criminal, Claire Headley. Not her, not Nora, and apparently not Reese, even though Reese literally had to admit she did commit crimes last year. Right, right. So it's a very bizarre crime syndicate. Where will it go next? I mean, is Scoville, who's like pro MAGA, going to become pro queer and have Nora on the channel? I don't know. It's unpredictable. But I would forewarn people, this is definitely not going to go the way anyone expects, because I don't think Nora and Reese jumping in to support Scoville is going to help him. I think that's going to create more problems and more crises. But that's just my opinion. But as far as Maryland's Dolphin campaign, yeah, I don't see it going anywhere. I mean, I'm sure she's going to do a few more videos and then get back to something else. She needs a new demon. I get that. He needs a new demon. I get that too. But it's really not going anywhere. It really isn't. But that's my humble opinion.